Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is right there. Some classic Steelers versus Ravens football, man. It wasn't a pretty first half. It definitely wasn't a pretty second half. But it was definitely one of the more, I suppose, crazier second half finishes that we have seen from this Steelers team in quite some time.
And just Ravens-Steelers matchup in general, you know.
Especially recently.
Coming into this game, at least for us Steelers fans, there wasn't really much anticipation or any excitement of that matter based off team performance and how the coaches have been handling the team and everything like that.
Yeah.
But coming out of this game and witnessing this game, it was just nothing but pure chaos. You know, despite how both teams may look, who may start, who may coach the team, yada, 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 you get the whole gist. At the end of the day, it's always going to be a chaotic, hard-hitting, and defensive matchup between the Steelers and Ravens, and that's exactly what we got today.
That's exactly what we got, man.
At Heinz Field.
Despite the fact we went into this as not really anticipated for one of the best rivalry matchups of the entire year, it definitely delivered in the second half. And my goodness, did the Steelers somehow, some way, I don't care how they did it, but they did it. They came out with a dub. They are now 2-0 in the division. They beat the Ravens in Heinz Field, which is always a good time. They are now first place in the AFC North going into a much-needed bye, not just for our players, not just for the team, but for most importantly, us, fans. I don't want to say most importantly because it's most important for the players, but us fans need a break, especially after some chaos that we saw in the second half today.
Yeah, definitely.
That was some wild stuff. The first half, like we said, was not pretty. It was what you would expect from this Steelers team. It was ugly. It was terrible. Honestly, the Ravens should have been up by much more.
Yeah.
The Ravens had probably like a dozen mistakes today from their entire team.
Yeah. I counted maybe 7 drops from their receivers. One of the drops was actually a touchdown. Maybe two of them were dropped.
2 of them because
touchdowns.
Rashad Bateman dropped a touchdown, and then Nelson Aguilar was wide open.
Yep, that one too.
He beat Shannon Sullivan deep, and Aguilar dropped it. So those right there are 2 touchdowns left off the board by the Ravens. Only one would result in a field goal.
Not only that, speaking of a field goal, Harbaugh missed an opportunity big time to get a field goal just before the end of the first half. But instead, he decided to have the Ravens, I don't even know what he tried to have them do. It was just an idiotic decision instead of getting more points on the board.
Yep.
He did what he did. He made the Ravens go for it, and they were unsuccessful. Hence, they didn't get the extra points.
Exactly.
And in some aspect, that kind of bit him in the ass in the second half.
Yeah, and thankfully, man. And honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, man. This win feels good. I haven't been that emotionally invested into a Steelers second half win like that in a while because of the Steelers team. I'm not going to lie to you. But we got bailed a lot, especially on the defense. We got bailed a lot because of all the drops, all the missed points the Ravens had. And honestly, at one point in this game, when we only had a field goal, the Ravens should have been up 24-3. I'm going to be 1,000% real with you.
Yeah.
The Ravens should have been won this game. They had so many errors. So many. From coaching to the receivers and their drops. A lot. Even some defensive errors.
Yeah.
A lot. So we bailed out, thankfully. And it took us a while, but we actually took advantage. It took a while. It took to the end of the game. But we did take advantage of the Ravens' multiple errors, and that resulted in a dub. But that wasn't without, obviously, errors from us as the Steelers.
Yeah.
As it does every Sunday. We didn't score a touchdown until the very end of the game. Not one touchdown until the end of the game where it was a 41-yard Pickett-to-Pickens connection to give us the score.
Yeah.
Our only lead of the game. And it ended, obviously, with it was a 14-10 score before we got 3 extra points to kind of seal it there. But,
Yeah.
you know, it was just a rough performance in the first half. We didn't even have not even 100 yards total.
In the first half, no. As a matter of fact, I think the Ravens, when it comes to total yardage, they were almost 3 times as much as ours in the first half.
But that reversed in the second half, where the Steelers team, and especially the Steelers defense, woke up. They allowed over 240 yards to the Ravens in the first half. In the second half, they allowed maybe 90.
Yeah.
Maybe 90. Maybe 100. That's a big difference. That's a big, big difference. And that helped a lot. And so did the defense making plays throughout the game. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. There were times where the defense and the secondary continued to look exposed. Wallace and Peterson kept getting blown up. It was chunk plays all the time. First down here, first down there, chunk play there, chunk play here. By Odell or Aguilar or Zay Flowers or Mark Andrews or the ground game, right? It was just constant chunk plays from the Ravens where the defense couldn't stop nothing. And that's where the Ravens and their mistakes came in, and we got bailed. And thankfully, in the second half, the defense woke up and they came away with, I think it was 3 or 4 sacks.
Four sacks, 2 of them from TJ Watt himself.
A forced fumble by Larry Ogunjobi. And this guy absolutely needs to start after the bye week. 100%. He needs to be in place of Wallace or Peterson, more so Wallace. Wallace is trash.
This guy needs to start ASAP after the bye week.
This guy gets the game ball. This guy is the hero of this game because after Gunnar Olszewski fumbled a punt, which put the Ravens in the red zone where they could have closed this game.
A punt return to which he didn't have to return because we have Calvin Austin. And he was healthy.
Yeah, I don't get that. He left the game. He was in the blue tent. Then he came back in. Why is he not on punt return duties? There's a reason Gunnar got benched. There's a reason Gunnar wasn't healthy and active last week. And you put this guy at punt return when Calvin is healthy and almost cost us the game. But thankfully, the rookie, the 32nd overall pick, Joey Porter Jr.,
JPJ,
saves us with his first career interception against Odell in the end zone. That is easily the biggest play of the season thus far. He was our hero today. If it wasn't for that, the Ravens could have sealed this. If it wasn't for that interception, they could have added more points and sealed it.
Against a team in a rivalry where his father left his mark, JPJ made his mark.
How poetic.
Big time.
Shout out to Joey Porter Jr. for his first career interception when it mattered the most. That is why you play him.
I dropped my water bottle.
That is why you play him. Shout out to Joey Porter Jr. He is our hero of today.
Man, that turnover, bro, that came up big.
And everyone got hype. Everyone got hype. Why is Kenny crying? Wow, Kenny's crying. Kenny's crying on during the interview. I like that passion. Kenny Pickett, man, did not have a great game. He has not had a great season whatsoever, man. He is not taking the significant jump we want to see from a second-year guy with the caliber of quarterbacks in this conference and in this league. He's not doing any of that at all. But just like last year, in place of Najee, it was Pickens with a game-winning touchdown pass versus the Ravens.
Yep.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. He didn't play great. He missed a lot of throws. He made a lot of bad reads. He missed a lot of reads.
Yeah, it's just, typical stuff from Kenny Pickett that he himself needs to work on.
But in the end, Kenny and Pickens connect deep.
That Pickett to Pickens connection, 41 yards, touchdown, an aggressive play called by Matt Canada, to which I can appreciate, and I'll give him that. It was aggressive. Instead of just selling for a field goal, he's like, no, I want a touchdown.
And unfortunately, if the report from Ian Rappaport is true, which I take with a grain of salt because the Steelers never put no one on the hot seat, this game unfortunately saves Matt Canada's job before the bye. Unfortunately, it's a double-edged sword. We lose, then Canada's on the hot seat. We win, Canada's job is safe.
In general, I don't think Canada's ever going to be on the hot seat.
I agree entirely.
Just in general.
Yeah, I don't believe that report from Ian this morning. There might be some truth to it, but based on the Steelers and their coaching ways and how stale and outdated they are, they don't put no one on the hot seat. So this win, unfortunately, saves Matt Canada's job. And he did not call a good game at all. It was very formulaic, very standard, very gross. No aggression up until the end of the game.
No.
But man, I mean, when the offense needed to step up, they did. I will give them that. They definitely left points off the board. There were a couple red zone trips where they didn't finish when they should have. And that's a constant mistake year in and year out. That's stuff we saw last year.
Yeah, the red zone efficiency, man, it's got to get more aggressive. It's got to get better.
And it's painful. It's painful to see all the time when they should be executing.
Yeah.
But Warren balled his ass off.
Big time, man.
He killed it today. Warren killed it. George Pickens, 6 receptions, 130 yards in the game-winning touchdown. Our only touchdown of the game. George Pickens, ever since Deontay's been out, has been incredible. Big stats, big plays, big numbers. Just stuff you want to see from George Pickens.
Yep.
It's what you want to see. He's a rare highlight of this offense. There's not a lot, but Pickens and Warren absolutely were today. They came up big.
Yeah.
Making big play after big play after big play. So you got to appreciate that offensively from them. So that was good to see. But nonetheless, man, the Steelers win 17-10. And by the way, another underrated play that will go silent, but it goes to show you that special teams absolutely matter.
Yes, can't forget about this play because this play pretty much changed the trajectory for the Steelers and the Ravens.
It totally did. It definitely changed the trajectory of the entire second half, the entire environment. We went from Fire Canada chants, which we had more Fire Canada chants than points at that time. We went from that to the entire Heinz Field Steelers Nation crowd just backing the Steelers team.
And a big part of that was
excited, hype.
That's all because of Miles Killebrew and his block punt.
And it ended in a safety. Rodney Williams almost recovered it for a touchdown, but it ended in a safety. And like you said, it changed everything. It changed the entire mood, the entire environment,
The whole
entire
momentum.
vibe.
The whole momentum.
It changed everything. And then once Gunner fumbled, which he needs cut, Gunner's got to go. He's done. All he's done is fumble the fucking football. Get this guy out of here. Get him out of here. Once Gunner fumbled, we thought it was over. We even said in our live stream, man, we were so down, we were so done, we said it's over. We said this game's over.
But now here came the
Jr.
rookie. Here came the rookie.
Joey Porter Jr. saves this game, saves us. And thank God the offense could finish. For once. I don't care how ugly it was. I don't care how bad the defense was in the first half. I don't care how bad this offense still is. I still hate that Matt Canada's job is safe. But we got a dub today versus the Ravens before the bye. Maybe it's a locker room vibe change. Maybe it's a morale mover. Maybe it's a confidence booster, especially for Kenny, because he needs it. Out of everyone, he needs it. Mm-hmm. So maybe this is what it needs for the young guys to get something going after the bye. But I'll take it. I don't care how we did it, but we did it. We got a dub.
We go 2-0 against the division with wins over Cleveland and Baltimore.
That's always great.
And we are first place in the AFC North heading into our bye week.
I don't know how, but we are.
It doesn't feel like it. Believe me, it does not feel like it.
Does not feel like it at all.
But it's the truth. We are first place in the AFC North. How long that remains?
You got to be saying, because we still have a
maybe at least a week.
We have a long season to go, and as long as this guy is under the offensive scheming, we should not expect anything crazy.
We're first in the AFC North, but we still got a lot, and I mean a lot of things to fix and change.
And this game did continue to show the errors we have, especially on the defense, and we already know from the offense. We're not going to speak much more on that because you guys already know. But although we got bailed out, we got lucky by a lot of the Ravens' mistakes. Thankfully, the defense was able to step up in the second half, make some plays, get some sacks, create some turnovers. Joey Porter Jr. again saves us, and the offense is able to capitalize. And Pickett to Pickens, that connection grows. And that connection wins us another football game. So I don't care how you did it, but you did it, and you got it done. I have not been that much invested in a second half comeback, in a second half rally, in a second half Steelers game in such a long time. I can't tell you the last time. Maybe last year. But it's been a while. But I haven't been that invested, and I'm so proud that we came out with a dub. I don't care how ugly it was, but you did it. This team has ways to go. Ways to go. But we beat the Ravens, so that's a good day. We got a win before the bye. That's a good day. Joey Porter Jr. saved us and got his first career interception. That's a good day. George Pickens got a touchdown versus the Ravens. That's a good day. All in all, I got to say, today was a good day. So I'll take it. I will take it. That doesn't change a lot of this team. That doesn't change a lot of this offense or the defense or even the coaching. But
no, now that the bye week is upon us, if anything, go into that bye week and do what you got to do.
This is when changes need to happen, but we know they won't because we're coming off a win, and that gives everyone in the locker room feel like, hey, we got to win. We're doing good. We're back on the up. Well,
no, it's not like that.
It's not that simple.
It's not that easy.
That simple. We still had a lot of errors today, but in some fashion, man, Steelers-Ravens football came down to what it typically does. It may be ugly, it may be gritty, it may be defensive, it may be tough, but Steelers come out with a dub, and we can't complain on that. So I'll take it before the bye, and we all get a much-needed bye. So, again, I'll take it. But huge shout-out to the defense for stepping up in the second half. Huge shout-out to Joey Porter Jr. Huge shout-out to Kenny and Pickens and Warren for stepping up when they needed to.
And Miles Killebrew for that block punt.
100%. But we'll see what the Steelers do this bye week. We're not anticipating anything crazy, but, maybe they'll surprise us. We'll see. Otherwise, let's know your guys' thoughts down below. How'd you guys feel about this game? How you guys feel about Joey Porter Jr.'s first career interception? Should he start during the second half of the season? The answer is yes. Should Broderick Jones start the second half of the season? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
The answer is yes. But we'll see what they do. Otherwise, we have a bye, much needed. Let's enjoy stress-free Sundays as Steelers fans for 1 week. For 1 week. So
let's take a break from stressful Steelers football. Let's all chill, relax.
Yes.
Let's hope the Steelers look over the film. They get healthier. They should be getting some players back after the bye.
Absolutely. They could get Pat back. They could get Deontay back. So,
and from there, we got the Rams.
We got the Rams, man. But nothing about this win changes my feelings on this team, but I am left feeling good because we beat the Ravens. So, I'll take it. Let's take our thoughts. Here we go, Steelers. We got the bye. Man, oh, man, what a game. What a game. What a ride. But you wouldn't change it for the world, would you? In some ways you would, but it's still Ravens football. Gotta love it.
I changed the OC.
I would definitely change it. This guy sucks, man. This guy sucks.
There's a reason why that's there.
That's not moving, man. We're going to get a bigger banner of that. I hope you guys know that.
Yeah.
See you guys in the next one, man. Here we go. Steelers at the end of the day.
And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Peace!